Hi everyone, welcome back to EzriLaw podcast, the show that shares interesting issues about the law where you can relate in your daily life. In this podcast episode, we will be talking about what a wife can do when her husband commits adultery. Marriage is not a bed of roses, neither is it a bed of cactus. As mentioned by Tabitha Moy 2016. Nevertheless, some women will endure betrayal with their husbands, commit adultery, which can leave a deep scar in their hearts. In legal view, adultery means a voluntary sexual relationship between a married individual and someone who is not the individual's spouse. So what happens if a husband's adultery has caused the wife an unbearable emotional pain to the extent that she cannot live with her husband's unfaithfulness anymore? Of course, she can file for a divorce. The Law Reform Marriage and Divorce Act 1976 governs non-Muslim marriages and divorces in Malaysia, falls under the jurisdiction of Civil High Court. While Muslim marriage and divorces fall under the Sharia court jurisdiction and governed by Sharia law. Alright, so in this podcast episode, we will discuss on the issues of adultery relating to non-Muslim. So divorce is best defined as dissolution of a marriage contracted between a man and a woman by the judgment of a court of competent jurisdiction. In order for a non-Muslim couple to file a divorce in Malaysia, the parties to the marriage must domicile in Malaysia at the time the petition is presented. Divorce is a long and complicated process. It is very important for the parties involved to prove their claim with evidence. As in this case, the wife must be able to prove that her marriage has irretrievably broken for the court to be able to grant the divorce petition as provided under Section 54, 1A of Law Reform Marriage and Divorce Act 1976, which states that the respondent has committed adultery and the petitioner finds it intolerable to live with respondent. If a wife chooses to file a divorce petition against her husband due to adultery, there must be evidences to prove that her husband has an affair with another woman. Mere assumptions or jealousy will weaken the case. Among the evidence that can be tendered in order to strengthen the case is by proving that the husband and the mistress have children together due to the affair. When the wife had contracting venereal disease from external sources such as HIV, when being faithful to her husband, or when the husband has confessed that he had an affair. 3A physical evidence such as intimate pictures of the husband with another woman or a screenshot of WhatsApp conversation will also be a good evidence to support your claim. Moreover, the provision under Section 54 1A shows that adultery alone isn't an insufficient proof of marriage breakdown because it includes the petitioner's wife's unwillingness to live with the respondent, which is husband. Whether or not the wife finds it intolerable to live with the husband is certainly a question of fact, and the test is subjective. Divorce petition is filth, is that all? No. It's a big no. A wife can also claim damages against the husband's mistress. So what are claims of damages against the husband's mistress? Damages for adultery may be claimed against the correspondence, which is mistress, by virtue of Section 58 of Law Reform Marriage and Divorce Act 1976. Subsections 1 states that on a petition for a divorce in which adultery is alleged, or in the answer of a party to the marriage praying for divorce and alleging adultery, the party shall make the alleged adulterer or adulteress a correspondent unless excused by the court on special grounds from doing so. Similarly, if the court finds that the husband's adultery with the mistress is proven, the wife may be granted damages. Even if the divorce case is dismissed or adjourned, damages will still be awarded. Nonetheless, kindly note that the wife can only claim damages against the mistress and make her a co-respondent when a divorce petition had been filed against the husband. However, the mistress will be released from the case if she had no prior knowledge of husband's marital status and believed in good faith that he was single or divorced. Hence, it is crucial to prove that the mistress has knowledge of the husband's marital status. Alright, so that's all in this podcast episode. If you would like to know more about this topic, do visit our website, EzriLaw Firm, and follow us on Instagram and also Facebook. Alright, bye-bye.